What's going on today? Squirrels? Is it a squirrel day? No, it's not a squirrel day.
Dog.
No, go ahead.
All right. I'm Pot Roast.
I'm Benjamin.
We're back alley bastards.
This was a riding lawnmower at some point, and then my oldest brother decided he was going to make a go-kart, and it made a pretty piss-poor go-kart, to tell the truth. I don't know if you can see it right now. You can see.
You know, I was thinking about
Dog.
this last night at 2 a.m. when I was laying there in bed and
Well,
not sleeping. That I wonder if it actually had a throttle.
well, yeah. Well, let's get it running and see if it does have a throttle. I think this is the throttle. This thing here.
Yeah.
Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
see,
a
I think
throttle.
that's the parking brake. That's the clutch. That's
Yeah.
the...
Well, it's a clutch and brake all in one, if I remember correctly. So,
No, well, okay, so like my rider, when you push the clutch in, you got to push the parking brake on. You got to put the parking brake on. So the clutch disengages the engine.
so I'm pretty sure a lot of them I've driven, it was a clutch brake all at once. You push that in and it stops it, and then you change your gears.
Yeah.
You have a throttle on your side, and I think that's what he did. I don't know.
Well, let's shove it over there and get it in the light. So
Well, let's
you
get rid of
see
some
it.
of this crap.
So as Ben said, we got this little gem of a go-kart from his brother. He built it several years ago out of a lawnmower. If Ben comes back here,
We've got the battery.
you can see we got a really good battery. It's factory. Gas tank, motor. It is a 10 horsepower, 362 cc. It should, rip pretty hard. It's got the original Posi traction axle transmission
Rear end.
doodad rear end on the bottom.
Comfortable. Wooden
Simplistic,
seats.
comfortable seats. Simplistic steering, clutch, throttle, gear ratio. Gear ratio I don't think really matters any longer, but we'll find out.
Yeah, I'd like to see how fast it goes, because another thing we got to worry about if we get this thing going pretty fast is brakes.
Right, which we can still modify, we can still add. Even if it's the old-fashioned, push the pedal and it pushes the board against the wheel.
Yeah.
So, we're going to pull the battery. We're going to hook the jump start to it, see if it even fires off, see if the key switch works, see if the solenoid works.
I'm going to clean up this mess.
And then, Ben's gonna clean a mess, and he's here all week long and doesn't do a damn thing.
That worked. I have a job.
Job? What's a job?
I think they have, gotta have the clutch in.
Hey, it started.
Looks like it'll turn over, so turn this off. Well, let's put some gas in it, and we'll see if it will actually kick on. I'll sit out and do the... Make sure it can pick it up. What do you think, dog?
So we put gas in it. We know it turns over. We're about to turn it over with gas in it. Let's see how that goes. Probably horribly. Big ball of fire. Hey, we got a problem.
What?
It's leaking gas.
Didn't have it in.
Yeah, it's leaking right out of the,
Oh, geez, that's a good leak.
yeah. Any cat litter?
No. So this didn't go as planned. We've got a pretty good leak. Wow, it's just pouring out of there. The camera's fighting me.
Is there a shut off on the line? No. Probably need to replace that line too. Ooh man, that filter. Hey, so we took we took the carburetor off, ran it over to Roll King, see if they had a gasket set over there. They don't. Actually, we were just looking for some O-rings for it, but we got in there talking with the one of the repair guys, and he pulled it open and looked at it, and the float in it was an old brass float, which he says just doesn't happen any longer. It's always plastic. So the needle valve and something else was all clogged up, and he's going to throw it in a sonic little dubulator thing there and clean it all up and see if he can get it to flow correctly. And, you know, for the price that he was wanting, it was cheaper than buying a new carburetor, or, well, it was more expensive than buying an actual just float and needle valve and a couple of the other parts. So, but you know what? For him to do it, you know, it's easier for him to do it than us screwing around with it. But let me flip this around. Back on this. So we went over, picked up some Miata seats from the other house. We figured we could throw a Miata seat. Get over here. Throw a Miata seat right in there. Single person. So we're going to strip this plywood off, see what we got, take a look at how they've got the gearing on the back. We can see that it's pulleys and a belt, but I want to see how the transmission clutch thing works, which I'm sure it's just a single tension wheel. Maybe we're going to replace that with a sprocket and chain. And we know it needs new tires, which for right now we're going to run what's on there, air them up, see if they hold air, and we'll go from there. So we're going to strip this plywood off and see what we can get out of it, see what we can make out of it. Go ahead and explain what you got.
So, we believe we have a reverse and probably 5 forward gears. We're not sure, but all these lawnmowers come with a reverse. I bet that's reverse right there. This is our throttle. Looks like we're going to need a new cable, but it's all there. We got it disconnected. We took in, I don't know, did you update them on the...
Yeah, I updated them on the car.
Yeah, that's kind of a good deal.
Yeah.
So this is a combination clutch. We'll take the pressure off of the belt, and it also applies brakes via the transmission transaxle thingy. So we have brakes. So in theory, once we get that carburetor back, I can't imagine this thing not starting. It turns over. So...
yeah, I mean, it's your typical 4-cylinder, so I mean, really all you need is gas to it and airflow, so we should be good. maybe change the spark plug out. Worst case scenario, we have to reset the points, which I doubt is an actual issue.
I think we're gonna have to move that battery back.
May need to get a
somewhere.
new starter. This one's pretty corroded, but we'll go from there.
Work.
It worked. Would be nice to move the starter or the plug up here someplace.
Yeah, I'll do that. This thing is so damn narrow.
So go-kart with one Miata seat in place. Well, sitting there. So now we need to move the steering wheel, move the, I guess the gas could probably stay there. Probably the clutch can move over with the steering wheel, and the clutch, the stick, the gear shift can move over with the steering wheel.
This crap can go.
Well, we can rebuild that.
Just take it off. And it's got this piece, which will work.
Yeah, but it'd be nice if they go tire iron on there. But we need to move the clutch over.
All right.
So after long 52 hours and dreaded heat of the cold December day, we figured it all out. So I hacked off the steering column. We're going to stick it right here in the middle. Lift it up about an inch. We're going to bring the forward end up high enough where you can actually drive it normally. Originally, we were going to use the Miata seats, but we're probably going to go with maybe a tractor seat from Roll King or Tractor Supply, and mainly because the Miata seats are just too big. But if we push the Miata seat all the way back, we've got plenty of leg room in here to be able to hit the gas pedal, the clutch, and brake, and which is not a problem. So we've got that figured out. Got the steering figured out. This is the actual gearing, and it'll basically sit like this. We'll probably have to straighten this bar out, put a little bigger knob up here, but with it being right here, if I can get enough pressure on it, it shifts just fine, sitting in that position. And then if I take this one here and slide it back here, bring this piece up, I set it up right here, bring it down, you got your 1-inch spacer right there. It's got plenty of mobility to turn the wheel. So right now, before I weld any of that up, we need to build 2 more spacers or 2 more brackets for the back, mainly for, or just for the seat.
Let's get the seat first.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
So we'll have to build 2 brackets, figure out how the seat goes on, measure that. Probably have to cut a few of these old tabs off, and we'll have to get a new shifting shaft, or straighten this one out. Probably straighten this one out a little bit, make it a little longer, put a pool ball on the end of it, a nice big fat
An 8-ball.
1,
Yeah.
maybe a 2 since it's red, or a 3 rather, and get the carburetor on Tuesday. We can get the boat seat on, or the boat seat, but the
Boat seat might work.
boat
Whatever's.
seat. They're plastic and flimsy. Got them in the truck and I hate them. So that's the basics of the go-kart. What we got going on right now. Hopefully we'll be able to get some more going. I think we pick everything up on Tuesday. Ish, and we'll get back to it shortly. Sorry we have been gone. It got cold out. We kind of ran out of projects after the van, but we're getting some more stuff.
And next year is just a few weeks away.
Yeah.
And we are looking for gamblers to go to, so we should have some footage of that.
Yeah. All right. That's it for now. Back Alley Bastards. Catch you guys later. Have a great day.